You don't realize you're getting old until one day you are. At first, it happens slowly. A few gray hairs, a little more stiffness in your joints. But then one day, you wake up and everything feels different. The world moves faster, but you move slower. The faces around you change. Friends are gone, family is busy, and suddenly you realize you've been left behind. Growing old isn't just about wrinkles or aching bones. It's about watching everything you once knew fade away. Your youth, your energy, your loved ones, your purpose. And the worst part? No one prepares you for it. 1. The loneliness. No one talks about. When you're young, you're surrounded by people. Family gatherings, phone calls, laughter. Life is full. But when you get old, people stop calling as often. Your children grow up, start their own families, and get busy with life. Your friends, one by one, they disappear. And then, it's just you. No one tells you how silent your home will become. How you'll sit at the kitchen table staring at an empty chair where your spouse used to sit. How you'll pick up the phone only to realize there's no one left to call. Loneliness doesn't happen all at once. It creeps in day by day, until it becomes your only companion. 2. The regrets that haunt you. You don't fear death when you're old. You fear regret. The regret of not saying, "I love you" enough. The regret of not spending enough time with your parents before they were gone. The regret of letting small arguments ruin relationships that actually mattered. When you're young, you think you have time. You postpone happiness. You tell yourself, "I'll do it next year. I'll fix things later. I'll visit them soon." Then, one day, you wake up, and later is gone. The people you meant to visit are no longer here. The opportunities you postponed never come back. And the words you should have said, they die with you. 3. The world moves on without you. A painful truth about aging is that the world doesn't wait for you. You watch the news and you don't recognize half the celebrities. The technology confuses you. The music sounds like noise. The places you used to love change, and suddenly you feel like a stranger in the world you once knew. And worst of all, the people who once depended on you no longer need you. As a parent, you spend your whole life caring for your children. But one day, they grow up, move out, and create lives of their own. You sit in the same house where they once played, hearing only silence. And even though they still love you, you realize something painful. They don't need you anymore. That's the hardest part of getting old, realizing that you've become just another part of the past. 4. The pain of losing everyone you love. Growing old is a series of goodbyes. You lose your parents, then your siblings, then your friends. If you live long enough, you even lose your spouse, and then, one day, you realize you are the last one left. You visit the graves of the people you once laughed with, and suddenly, memories feel like ghosts. You sit in your chair, whispering names, holding on to the echoes of voices that will never answer back. And that's when it hits you. No matter how much love you had in your life, in the end, you face old age alone. 5. The things you'll wish you did differently. So if you're young and listening to this, let me tell you what I wish someone had told me. Call your parents more. One day you'll try to call them, and no one will answer. Spend time with your friends. Life gets busy, but one day you'll wish you had one more night of laughter with them. Stop worrying about what people think. When you're old, you'll realize that none of it mattered. Take care of your body. The things you do now will decide whether you suffer or enjoy your later years. Chase experiences, not money. No one cares about your job title when you're gone. They care about the moments you shared. 6. The peace that comes with acceptance. But despite all the pain, there is something beautiful about getting old. You stop chasing things that don't matter. You realize happiness was always in the simple moments. Sitting in the sun, hearing your grandchildren laugh, remembering the love you had in your life. Old age is a teacher. It teaches you what truly matters. It strips away everything meaningless and leaves you with one final lesson. Life is short. Too short for anger, for ego, for waiting. One day you'll be old too. And when that day comes, I hope you can sit back with a heart full of memories, not regrets, because in the end, the only thing that truly matters is how well you lived before time ran out.